This video presents the consonant sounds of the English language. The alphabet gives the appearance that there are 26 sounds in the English language, but in fact, there are quite a few more. English has 44 different sounds. That means that the alphabet only reflects the reality of English sounds more approximately than completely. For example, the words cough, tough, bow, through, and though demonstrate 5 different pronunciations of the same sequence of letters, O, U, G, H. That means that in English, the relationship between spelling and pronunciation is inconsistent, sometimes even arbitrary. So the word through has 7 letters, but only 3 sounds, and not 7. Because linguists are engaged in analyzing language as it actually is, they transcribe languages according to the actual sounds in them, rather than approximations. English, as well as all languages, when transcribed in this way, can be counterintuitively different from the way we write. Yet, to think as a linguist is to conceive of language as transcribed as it actually is. And this way of seeing language will be basic to all of the schools of thought and concepts we will engage in this module. Linguists have come up with a way of looking at the sounds of language that is more honest to the sounds we make and hear by emphasizing the place and manner of articulation. We will start with p. A p requires stopping an airflow by putting your lips together. Now notice that b is actually a lot like p. B is basically an S with a hum in it, and you may feel as if making a b requires more of a push. Now think about t. A t, like p, requires stopping an airflow, only here you stop it by putting your tongue on the ridge behind your upper teeth, the alveolar ridge. Then, just as b is a kind of p, d is a kind of t. We thus have another pair of related consonants, even though the alphabet makes them look unrelated. You can also stop an airflow further back in the mouth, and that creates a k sound, and the humming or pushy equivalent is a g. This time, you stop the airflow with a soft palate, called the velum. We now have the beginnings of a chart of how consonants are actually produced in a human mouth. Imagine a cross-section of a human head facing left. P and B are produced by the lips at the front of the mouth. T and D are produced in the middle. And K and G are produced in the back. Now try M, and notice that you use your lips to produce it just as you do with P and B. Then you produce N on the alveolar ridge just like T and D. However, when we get to the soft palate, we meet the first sound that English has no written letter for. That sound is the one written as ng in singer. It may seem that ing actually is a sequence of a n and a g, but it is actually a single sound. We know this because there are words where we actually do produce a sequence of n and g, such as finger. The one in singer is a sound in its own right and is called engma.